If you are looking for a job, there are some certain documents that you need to have, and these documents will help the organization to know more about you. And I'm going to state them one by one. You have to pay attention. If you understand this document very well and how to prepare these documents while you are looking for a job, you stand a chance of getting a job anywhere. So aside from understanding your job description, aside from understanding the company that you need to apply, aside from understanding what you can do in the company or for the company, there are three basic documents that you need to understand, you need to have, and you need to know how to prepare it well so that this document can speak on your behalf. The first document here is CV. CV meaning Curriculum Vitae. The first document you should have after you finish school, when you want to apply, the first document you should have is Curriculum Vitae, CV. Now, this Curriculum Vitae is what speaks on your behalf. It's the first thing that you are going to drop in the company. And if you understand how to do your CV that can speak well for you, you will get a job. Permit me to say that so many of us don't know how to do our CV. We don't know how to prepare CV. So sometimes we all say, we be telling us, submit your CV, bring your CV. We don't know what CV. Some of us know what CV, but we have seen it before. We don't know how to prepare our CV. And I'm here to throw some light on how you should prepare your CV. Your CV is the document that speaks on your behalf. So there are some companies that will say, submit your CV. It is for you to go and submit it and go back. If you cannot prepare a good CV that will speak good on your behalf in your absence, you will not get a job. I have been fortunate to work with some establishment and company where people submit their CV. And there are some CV that, the establishment will the management will just trash. Just put it in the trash can. They just collect it, they just open it and they trash it. Why? Because of the content of the CV. And some people are still using old CV. CV changes. Please pay attention. They change CV. Curriculum Vitae, they change it over time. They change CV. There are some people that are still using what they saw. They applied for a job in 2020 and they are seeing another vacancy in 2025. They want to now apply. They still use the format they used in 2020. They will not get a job. Every 6 months or to 1 year, human resource, they change things. So this is a key. This is a secret I'm telling you. CV changes over time. It changes over a period of months to a year. So if you are now going to apply in 2025, and now you are using the format of CV you saw or you had or you did 5 years ago, you will not get a job because they will assume you are outdated. And there's nobody that will want to employ someone who is out of trend when it has to do with a common document of that nature. I'm telling you from experience, so I'm giving you a key now. If you want to have a job, know how to do CV. When you can prepare a good CV, and the CV talks about you in your absence, talk good about you, you'll be called for an interview. Then how can you have a good CV? You should understand the information that you need to put in your CV. I'll tell you some. The basic thing, one of the things that any employer checks in your CV is your skills. Is your skills. Aside from your qualification, it is your skills. You go to where your skills are listed and check. You go to where your proficiency are listed and they check. Now, when you are writing your skills, your skills is something that they know that you can do it aside from your qualification. So you finish from mathematics department, that's fine. Understand? It's good. You can choose mathematics. But they now see that you have teacher-student relationship. You have a skill to carry along the slow students. You understand me? That skill alone will give you a job. Because there are some students that the school will know that if they are employing you as a teacher, and they have some slow students in mathematics. If you don't have a skill to teach them to understand, as you just taking only the smart students and leaving the dull ones. Sorry to use that word, but it happens. They have been in the academics, so I understand what I'm saying. There are some students that don't catch up. So what is your teacher-student relationship? If you understand that, you are going to get a job. So the first thing they will check is your skills. So this skills is not like handwork. It's not all about what you can do. It can be an intellectual skills. You understand that you need to state that in your CV. You need to put your past experiences. But even if you don't have past experiences, you just finish school, you have not worked before. Fine, but you should have skills. And you should understand what we call your objective. Everybody have objective. When you are applying for a job, you know what is in your mind. So if what's in your mind is just to go there and get your salary, fine. So tell them that I'm here to get a salary. I'm here to improve the company. I'm here to learn fast. I'm here to be a team worker. State your objective clearly. When you state your objective of what you are coming to the company to do, you get a job. There are some companies that need a team player. There are some companies that just need someone who just do their job, get their salary and go away. You state your own objective. So when you understand your skills, understand your um, objective in your CV, that's a better chance. Now, there are other things you need to add in your CV. Like I said, your proficiency. You have your proficiency, depending on your area of study, is going to help you. So now you are applying as a driver. You should at least have some skills or some skill summary that you are to drive to life, not to drive to death. Remember that your CV speaks. You are applying as a secretary. You should have some skills, management of time, meetings schedules. There are things you should know as a secretary as your skills. So your skills that you can book an appointment on behalf of your master. You can book appointment on behalf of your boss. You can schedule appointment without hurting the both party. These are skills that is not common. So when they call you, they want to speak with your boss. The way you respond, all these things matters. Those are your skills that you need to put in your CV. Remember I said your CV speak in your absence. So now when you understand your CV and how to prepare it, there are other things you need to put there. I'm not just here to teach you how. I don't have the time to go into details on how to prepare CV. But note that CV changes over time. That there are new things you need to put in your CV. It has contact, it has name, address, your contact. There are some that have they'll ask you for the free, depending on the way you are applying. Some people don't put it in the CV, depending on where you are applying. So these are the things you need to know in your CV. If you do not know how to do it, look for someone that knows how to do CV, prepare a good CV for you, and you are going to get a job. CV is a written summary of a person's education, qualifications, and career, including address, contact, and publications. So if you are like a lecturer, you want to apply as a lecturer in another university or as a senior whatever, you need to include your publication. So this publication here is for those in the academics, like lecturer, professor, doctor, whatever. They are the ones that you need to include your publication in your CV. Very important. You have published journal, you have published books, it should be in your CV. So that is CV.